Vinny Tortorich here. Hey man, if you're a fan of Izzy, you might be a fan of me too. I'm the guy that gets people to lose a lot of weight. I have something free for you guys. This is no clickbait. Just go to vinnytortorich.com and there's a big banner. It's a free PDF, how to lose weight. It's an intro guide to NSNG at vinnytortorich.com. Go check it out exclusively for anyone who listens to Izzy Presley. Thank you.
Retro Arcade brings Minnesota and surrounding areas arcade games from the days gone by. All of those great games from pizza joints and arcades are available in cocktail units and custom machines. Dozens of favorites from your youth in one machine to complete your game room or man cave. Retro Arcade also sells and services your favorite pinball machines. Find them at facebook.com/80arcade. That's facebook.com/80arcade. Retro Arcade. Your youth is just one click away.
Hey ladies, Sass Pants Designs will take that band shirt that everyone has and make it your own in a flattering, sassy, and simple way. There are one-of-a-kind tank tops, halter tops, lace-up tees, and tube-top dresses already in stock. Check out the online store at sasspantsrocks.com and like Sass Pants Designs on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for special offers and custom orders. Use the code IZZY25 for 25% off of your entire order at sasspantsrocks.com. That's sasspantsrocks.com. Let Sass Pants make you the envy of the party.
Replay Guitar Exchange is your premier independent guitar store. Being independent is good. With all of the major brands, including new, vintage, and pre-owned, you can find the guitar, bass, amp, or accessory you are dreaming of. From vintage to the newest models, Replay Guitar Exchange can help you find that perfect piece. They have industry veteran expert staff, all players like you down to the owner. You aren't just getting a great guitar, you're getting the Replay difference. Find them online at replayguitar.com and find your dream guitar today.
Would I listen to Izzy Presley? Ooh, not if he was the last disc jockey on earth, honey.
So you're bored, are you? I've come here to break your monotony. Let me have my piece, because I'm shooting with this one, folks. I don't care, man.
The unscripted, uncensored, loose cannon of commentary.
Why did you say that? Why? What? You come out with stink like that? Poop. Your poop mouth. Poop out of your mouth.
See, son? Old legends never die. They just lose weight.
Like a legend and an out-of-work bum look a lot alike, Daddy.
I've got a midget friend, an albino friend, and another friend who thinks Lord of the Rings is real. Together we call ourselves the Unfuckables.
Quinton is in. Let the fun begin.
God, you asshole, man.
Hello, Hollywood. Hello, world. And hello, my loyal minions. It is good to see you, and it's always good to be seen. Yes, my name is Izzy Presley, and this is another fucking podcast. Hope everybody's having a great day. Hope everybody had a good week. I know I did. Monsters of Rock Cruise. I am finally decankled. I am not shitting solid yet, but you know, baby steps. Make sure you guys do hit up all of the social media at Real Izzy Presley all the way across the board. Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And of course, that Facebook page is another effing podcast. You can click on that shop now link and buy t-shirts. Yes, effing Ward shirts are available. And in just a couple of days, we will have the Monsters of Rock Cruise cruiser shirts available. I have to retrieve them because I can't lie, I forgot them at the hotel. But they are in Los Angeles. I just have to pick them up. So those will be available very, very soon. And all of that good stuff. If you don't want the merch, please just hit that PayPal link if you want to donate to the show. If you don't want to hit the link, it's easy. IzzyPresley@yahoo.com. I also accept Venmo, you know, any of that stuff. Carrier pigeon, smoke signal, whatever you want to do. If you want to donate to the show, you absolutely can. But the easiest way is PayPal and Venmo. IzzyPresley@yahoo.com. Don Jamieson is going to be phoning in just a second here. And of course, my good friend Priya Panda is in studio.
Hi.
How are you?
I am great. I'm still recovering from that
thing that we were just on.
I know.
the debauchery known as the Monsters of Rock cruise.
I know, what a good time.
It was a fucking blast. You guys pretty much kicked it off. You were the first band to play on the boat, right?
Yeah, what an honor. Like, we've been trying to apply for the cruise since its inception. We applied every single year. And last year when we got the call to do the pre-party, it was just like, it was just like our dream gig because all our favorite bands play this cruise. And, of course, we're not from the 80s or the 90s,
right.
But we pay lots of respect and homage to that genre. It's our music, basically. So it's so cool to be a part of it and get to like meet our favorite bands, play alongside our favorite bands. You play and then find out that, this person and that person was at your show. I'm like smiling ear to ear just talking about it because it's true. It's like, you're like, oh my gosh, like, this band that I've liked since I was a little kid, they came and saw you, like, oh my gosh, wow. Like, it's cool. It's the best.
Well, I'm glad you guys are finally on too. I mean, you were on, was it last year? It was last year you guys were on as well.
Yeah, last year we played the pre-party.
Yeah. And I remember when I first came across Diamonds, I was like, oh my God, who is that? Talking about you. But the music didn't suck. It's like, oh, this is fucking rock and roll. I fucking love it. And it fits so fucking perfect,
Thanks. Yeah. I mean, we've been doing it, quite a long time, even though, we're still, I guess we'll always be an underground band, but,
right.
It's cool to be included and, get to be a part of things and, yeah, meet everyone, meet all the fans, meet all the people who like all the same kinds of music that we do. And, you get to play and then you get to hang and there's a lot going on. There's ice cream and beer.
Oh, the ice cream is phenomenal. It is like a total hoser fest in here right now. You're from Toronto. Scotty Strickland checking in from Canada. Bruce checking in from Canada. And,
hello, Canada.
And Bruce says, it was cool to have Jerry play with you too last year.
That was cool. I mean, Jerry, he is talking about Jerry from the Killer Dwarfs.
That's right.
Which is, of course, one of my all-time favorite bands in general, but definitely one of my favorite Canadian bands. And yeah, when we say that we get to hang out with bands that we've always loved, Killer Dwarfs is definitely one of them. Like, they're one of our own. Like, there wasn't as many, I guess, well-known hard rock bands from Canada during that era, and they're definitely one of them. They carry the torch.
What was your holy shit moments this year?
I thought Winger was great.
Of course.
And I haven't seen them since 2008.
Oh, wow.
They played Toronto. Years. Yeah. A lot of those bands never really came to Canada, so... I saw a lot of the bands. I recently moved out of Toronto, but prior to moving, I saw a lot of the bands, and they were saying, like, Black and Blue, they had played Canada for the first time ever. It was their first show, and that was, like, 2018, So there wasn't really even an opportunity to see a lot of these bands for us out there. I guess out here you guys are a little bit more spoiled. A lot of the bands tour a lot, play a lot.
Right. Well, I mean, plus out here in Los Angeles, a lot of the bands are from here.
Yeah, a lot of them are from LA, and then there's like a lot of the festivals, in the Midwest, and just there's M3 and other things that just they don't exist in Canada, and they really never will.
Right.
There was an attempt at it last year, I believe.
That's right, because you guys were supposed to be on that bill, correct?
Yeah. I can't even remember the full lineup now, but I remember it was like Sebastian Bach and Vince Neil and Black and Blue, and there was us, and I think Rat, or all these bands, which of course I love. I love these bands, but they didn't. I don't know if they made the same splash in Canada. We had our own bands and our own thing going on as well. So.
Well, I think a lot of people forget about Canada, too, is Canada, especially radio-wise, they have to play a large amount of Canadian music, correct?
I mean, yes, and for us, that has made a lot of bands heroes, that we wouldn't necessarily, they might not have translated across the border, but to us, there's just something so insanely Canadian about them that makes them, we're so proud of them.
No,
so
absolutely.
we're lucky that kind of exists. I guess here naturally you guys play a lot of American music anyway.
Well, of course,
So.
of course. I mean, you had your crossovers, obviously, like Rush and Triumph, and Dwarves almost made it, but it's like those are in our favorite genre, those are the ones that pop out.
Yeah, totally, yeah. I'm a big April Wine fan, so...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're a little bit more 70s, but of course they had an 80s career.
Right. Pharaoh Barrett checking in from the Four Horsemen.
Oh, hello.
Remember the Four Horsemen? Yes.
Oh, yes,
it says,
of course.
love touring Canada.
Nice.
Yeah.
Same here. It's just not in the middle of January, February, March, December, November. We've done all of those months, so I can tell you from experience that they're not the most safe nor pleasant. But the shows are great. People are happy when people come to town, and it's like, negative 40 degrees Celsius, which I think is negative 40 degrees
I think
Fahrenheit.
that's the one time it's the same.
Yeah.
Minus 40. Ugh.
Negative 40. Yeah, it's a thing. And Canadian bands tour through it. It's what we do, or a lot do.
So bands that were on the cruise that you hadn't seen that you were really excited about seeing, that you got to see finally.
It's a good question. I don't know if I saw anyone that I hadn't already seen.
Did you get any of the King's X shows?
I did. I saw some King's X. I saw some Slaughter.
Nice.
Saw Lynch Mob. I saw Kicks. So, I mean, I saw a lot of bands, but there's a lot going on. I mean,
there is.
So you got to pick and choose what you do. A lot of overlap.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah,
well,
definitely was.
This year was a little bit different too, because there was fucking almost 50 bands, so there he is. Come on. Oh shit. All right, hold on, we'll call him.
Was there more bands than usual?
Yeah. Last year it was like God, I can't remember. Come on, pop up. Oh, there it is. Don Jamieson is calling in right now. Call. Hold tight, Donnie. Getting Don Jamieson on the line, who was also on the Monsters of Rock cruise with us. Come on. Call, motherfucker.
Oh, I saw on the cruise that I had never seen before that I've, been a fan of forever. It was actually Bullet Boys. Like,
oh, really?
In that incarnation? No,
right,
never.
Right.
That was really cool. Just,
Hold on, buddy. I'm going to call you through the computer. It didn't pop up. Yeah, just hold tight. I'm going to call you through the computer. It didn't pop up. All right, just hold tight. All right. Okay. FaceTime shut down. That is what happened. FaceTime shut down. Goddamn technology. Bow, ba-da-da-da-da. Here we go. Actually, we're going to get him on the face. We're going to be able to look at Mr. Jamieson.
Oh, my goodness.
Uh-oh, I think he's here. Mr. Jamieson. Where is he? Why am I not hearing him? Not muting. Nothing is muted. We are... Hold on. Let's try this one more time. We are just going to call Oh, God, I love technology. Jacobus is in the house. Jacobus, FaceTime audio mobile. Yeah, I think that's what we want. We are Jacobus. Your name was drawn during the. Your name was drawn during the podcast. Okay, here we go. There we go. This should work. So you have to choose your free purse of merchandise, sir.
Yo, what's up?
There he is. How you doing, buddy?
We on the air?
We are on the air.
Are we live in Radio Land?
We are live in podcast land. Yes. How you doing, buddy? Don Jamieson, everybody. Yay.
Hello.
Hello. Say hi to Priya Panda.
Hi, Don. How are you?
Hi there, Priya.
Nice
Lovely
to
to
hear
see
from you.
You as always.
How you doing, man? You recovered from the boat?
On the cruise, of course.
Are you shitting?
I think I'm back to normal today, yeah.
Are you shitting solid?
I had a problem with that on the last cruise. I still don't know what time it is. That's where I'm at right now because I was so confused by that time change thing that I'm still not 100% sure what time it is.
So you think we're still in Belize at the bar with Richie Kotzen?
Yeah. Well, I'd rather be hitting there, yeah. But
yeah, right.
But wasn't that weird? Like, everybody missed stuff because if your phone didn't change, or if it did change, or you were supposed to change it, or you're supposed to go by the ship time. How do I know the ship time if I'm sitting in a bar with Richie Kotzen and Izzy Presley drinking beer? Like, I don't know what time it is.
Right, but at that point, do you even want to know what time it is?
Well, because you don't want to miss the boat. I mean, obviously, it's certainly not going to helicopter me or you in. I mean, maybe the guys from Tesla or something.
Yeah, right, or Richie.
Yeah,
Hello.
yeah, right.
Or Steve Harris. Do you guys hear?
Standing there.
Is Steve Harris the one that got left on the island?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Almost. Okay.
His excursion went a little late.
Oh.
Which I think was a general... so I think in Cozumel they ended up canceling the excursions just due to I don't know, because there's something relating. I didn't even get off the boat in Belize after I found out that there was a 15 and then there were like 20 and then 25 and then 45-minute boat ride. I'm just like, I'm good here.
No, the boat ride was 15 minutes. It wasn't that bad.
There was a...
Yeah. I didn't know what the white thing was.
You got a party going on over there, Don? What are we missing?
No, sorry, I just got out of this other show. And everyone's still hanging around, but the time thing was confusing, but other than that, it was man, that was a good one. I think that was the best one yet. That cruise, man, I had a lot of fun on there.
Oh yeah,
no sleep. I came home with bruises, cuts, sunburn. It was a good time.
Yeah, literally no sleep.
Stevie Rochelle just texted me, said, tell Don to talk less because he wants to hear Priya.
Well, I agree with that. I mean, but you asked me to call in, so.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, of course, the highlight had to have been, seeing my package.
Well, you did look very good with a bulge and giant boobs.
I'm surprised I missed some of your costumes.
Did you see, which one did you see?
I definitely missed the boobs.
Yeah, the boobs one was the best because you can see my cock and balls. Mostly balls.
Oh. Enticing.
What was Don, what was the highlights for you, man? What was the bands that popped out at you?
Well, obviously, one of the bands that I lobbied for made it on the cruise this year, which was Diamonds. So I was very excited for those guys to come on board. Yeah.
Thanks, Don.
The only two bands I lobbied for, both Canadian bands, Diamonds and Danko Jones. And Danko Jones was actually both on the Megadeth cruise.
Oh, sick.
Obviously through the same company, but unfortunately they weren't able to make it. So
that's right.
I was really happy for those guys. But as far as other bands, the Choir Boys were friggin' awesome. Crocus was awesome. Striper was awesome. Obviously, the shit show, which is not even a shit show anymore, but, Faster Pussycat, they're actually really good now.
They were great, God. I thought.
Yeah, I didn't get to see that. I didn't get. because they're always late night, and we have karaoke.
What's great? They're In Excess cover that don't change. I mean, I'm a big new wave / synth pop person, and so that it was a cool crossover for me. That's like my two favorite genres, sleaze.
Yeah, congrats on your new single, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
Speaking of which.
Thank you.
Oh, Bruce checking in from Canada. He says, Don was on fire on the Think You Can Shred contest, though I did see some people complain that he was too mean, or that it was too mean. I guess the kid's dad that came up, I guess the kid was 16. We all thought like he was in his 20s.
Yeah, he was like 6'8". I mean,
right.
What were we supposed to think?
Exactly. It's like people got to have a sense of humor. They have to realize that it's a gimmick. Bust some balls a little bit.
Well, it's not like he went up first and didn't know what was coming.
Right.
He saw at least 3 people get destroyed
by
the
Kip
panel before he went up.
Get destroyed by Kip.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And then his dad came up, and he just stood there in like a fighting stance, like a boxer from the 30s, like waiting for us to put up our dukes or something. But other than that, it was pretty fun and pretty funny, and that whatever that 16-year-old. Oh no, what was he? 15. That 15-year-old kid won the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah, he played in the Cruiser Jam, and he just fucking slayed. Oh, the other finalists did too.
Yeah, another young dude.
Fucking great stuff, man. That's the thing that makes the cruise so special is like people like that get to get on stage and show off a little bit,
For sure.
I
just thought of a band that I hadn't seen before that was great. Heaven's Edge. They were awesome.
I didn't get a chance to see them.
I saw them in the theater, and actually my friend Jaron plays bass. He played last year on the boat with the band called Mach 22.
Okay.
But generally his gig is tantric, but he's, since they lost their bass player last year, Jaron's been the perfect fit. They sounded great.
I thought Cold Sweat was fucking amazing.
I didn't see them. But I agree with Priya. Heaven's Edge was. They did a really interesting thing last night because I introduced them. And down that rock club, if there's a bunch of people standing on the floor, anybody behind them really can't see the stage. So they came up with the idea is like they're just going to all dress up, like sailors and in beach wear, snorkels and flippers, and they put beach chairs down on the floor for people and put out coolers of beer.
Oh, that's fucking
so that
brilliant.
People would sit down. Yeah, it was so cool.
That is fucking
man.
Brilliant.
It was great. It worked.
There was this club back home that back in the 90s, they used to do a beach party, and they would literally bring fucking sand in and fill up the whole dance floor with sand. So it's like that. It's kind of that same gimmick, except without the sand.
Yeah.
Or without the moth jokes.
Yeah.
That joke rules. I'm sorry. And you were supposed to have your CD release party on the boat with no CDs.
Yeah. Listen, stuff happens, man. Right. What are you gonna do? The box didn't make it onto the boat of my CDs, but you know what? We still had a fun event in the English pub down there, and everyone had a good time. And since I didn't have anything to sign, I took all those the sanitary napkin disposal bags out of my room, and I just went around and signed those for everybody.
Oh my God, that's fucking brilliant! That was brilliant.
They still get an autograph, and it's practical.
Yeah, exactly. I was kind of bummed that I missed your comedy show though. To hear
it was great.
Hear Jim get heckled by Chips Enough.
Yeah, the comedy of errors that night. A lot of unintentional comedy as well. That they forgot to turn off the announcements in the Star Lounge, and here's Jim just getting into his flow, and all of a sudden you just hear, "All right, I hail all you brothers and sisters. Go see Richie Kotzen tonight. He's got the cocaine," and how just Chip, and he doesn't do it in 30 seconds. It was like a 3-minute long heckle.
You just got to go around and look for the wounded trim.
Yeah.
Pick off the wounded trim. That's the fucking best one. Hey, tell us about your podcast. We haven't had a chance to talk about this on this show.
What I do?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a video cast called Don Jamieson Show, and it's like that metal show, but kind of my version of it. And it's on compoundmedia.com. I'm actually up at the studios right now doing another one of their programs, but yeah, it's cool, man. It's I'm carrying on the tradition of what Jim and Eddie and I did with my own little twist on it, and it's been really cool. I'm like Tony Iommi, like when he had those 19 different singers in Sabbath in the middle period there. He's just like trying to keep the spirit of Sabbath alive until Ozzy or Dio comes back, which they both did. So he knew. Well,
and this is subscription only, correct?
Yeah, it's a subscription service. There's day passes you can buy, and then there's some of the interviews I've done are up for free on YouTube. So if you just type in that Jamieson Show, you can check out the freebies on YouTube.
Were you a little worried about doing it that way?
No, not really, because I had guested on some of the other shows on the network.
Okay.
And, I got such a good response from it. Just had going on, and people were like, oh, you should do that metal show there, and so it just ended up they offered me a show, and I said, yeah, I'm gonna, I'll do that Jamieson show. I can't afford those other guys.
Yeah, right. just you. We should have.
It's been cool and fun. I never really interviewed people that much on my own, so it's actually been a good challenge.
Right. Have you found yourself getting better?
Yeah, I hope so. I think it's going pretty well. I mean, I've had some people in the studio, but a lot of them are on Skype, so you're also battling technology.
Right. But you know what? This is what I found too. It's a lot easier when you have somebody in studio and you're looking at them. But if you're doing it over the blower, and you can do it on Skype and you can see them, it's a lot easier to work off of, looking at them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. But again, it's like you start getting into a flow, and then somebody has a glitch in their thing. But mostly it's gone pretty smoothly. I mean, I've had good guests, man. I've had Satriani on. I've had Devin Townsend. I had Danko Jones on. I had Matt Sorum.
Oh, nice.
Mark Morton from Lamb of God. So, yeah, man, it's, I got 35 episodes in, and just trying to keep this old brain from getting rusty.
Right. Well, I hear those big hitters, and I see why I have not been called yet. So someday you'll scrape the bottom of the barrel, and you'll need Izzy Presley, and I'll be here waiting. It's like I'm always jumping, waiting for Eddie. It's like, yeah, I'm right here, Ed. If you need me, bud, I'm right here, buddy.
Hey, listen, when I needed you most, you were there for me. And I appreciate that.
Oh, yes. When you recorded your record that comes out this Friday.
Correct. Denim Laughter. And you were one of the people who opened the show, and you did a fantastic job.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So I appreciate you being there and helping me out with all that stuff, and, setting up the Facebook event and everything. Because, I really wanted to do it at that speakeasy. I really wanted that vibe. And Metal Blade's going to release one of the video clips from that night.
Oh, nice.
And it looks so killer, man. I can't wait for you to see it. But,
Priya was there.
I was just thinking, wow, my laugh might be on a Metal Blade album finally. Or something.
No, I thought it was cool. It was a cool little idea.
No, it was great. It was a super cool spot. It was all secretive, and we all kind of got an invite, so we felt like it was really an event. You did a good job, everyone involved with that.
And then Don rules.
Don did rule. We all had a nice laugh.
I did my best to try not to be funny, just to make you funnier, Don, because I care.
No, you killed, man. You did great. Honestly, man, I was super proud of you. And then, Courtney Cronin-Dold, who also opened, was fantastic. And so that made my life easier, because I just done 3 weeks on the road with Nashville Pussy in Canada. Then I went the next day to the Mega Cruise for 5 days.
Yep.
And then, we got back and woke up at 7 a.m. and recorded 2 shows and made an album. So believe me, man, you guys made my life a lot easier, that I didn't have to go up ice cold in front of a crowd, because I was hanging by a thread, bro.
Well, I tell you what, man, I'm here anytime that you need me. And maybe I'll tell the moth joke sometime. Because he's a moth.
Well, you'll have to explain that one when I get off the phone. I can't be here to hear it.
I know, I won't tell it again. Come on, it's fucking great. I know you got to go because you have to go do another show, but people want to find you on social media. Where can they bust you?
Yeah, I'm on all the sites, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and all that stuff. So, and Friday the album comes out, iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify. Right now, the only physical copies are at my gigs. But there will be available down the road online, and then I'm going to do vinyl as well. So,
oh, nice.
I appreciate you giving me a few minutes, and
of course,
I don't want to piss off Stevie Rochelle because I know he wants to get Priya talk. So,
right. You don't want to see that article come out on Don Jamieson.
Yeah, the Metal Sludge article that comes out tomorrow.
Yep. But I tell you what, I'm just stoked because you're going to sell a lot of vinyl if there's a picture of me in it.
Well, there is a picture of you in, as a matter of fact.
There you go.
Wow.
You're going to sell a lot of vinyl.
Well,
I love
hope
it.
So, man. Otherwise I'm going to have my vinyl collection's going to grow by a lot instantly.
I love it. Well, Don, man, thanks for taking a little time to call in. Next time you're in town, we'll bust you in studio and have a little drunken summit.
Let's do it. I'll be out next month, but I'll text you as soon as I confirm everything. And Priya, be good. And congrats again on your new single.
Congrats on your record. Stoked for you.
All righty. Don Jamieson, everybody. Yeah. All right. First half of the show brought to you by Beater Amplification. That's 2 E's. BeaterAmplification.com. Hand-built, hand-wired testicular fortitude in an amplifier. These things are plexis on steroids. They sound so fucking good. Check them out, beateramplification.com. That is 2 E's. And very, very soon, the Izzy Presley TCB1 will be available. That is my own signature amplifier, ladies and gentlemen. Also, first half of the show brought to you by Mackie. They are not just doing loudspeakers and mixers anymore. You guys want to get into the podcasting game. You want to get into the home recording game. Check out Mackie. That's Mackie. I am using my brand new big knob interface, and it is awesome. It is great. I've got 2 headphones set up now so Priya can actually hear what's going on.
It's true. I can hear everything.
You can hear everything. I don't know if that's good or bad or not, but it sounds great. This thing is working awesome. I'm rather excited. Hit them up, Mackie.com. That's Mackie. Anything from the beginners all the way up until to people that want to do full-blown home recording. These guys, check them out, Mackie.com. Going to take a short little break, and when we come back, we will talk to Priya Panda about her brand new first ever solo single. Rather excited about that. It is called Take Me Back, and it is another fucking podcast. RockstarLeatherworks.com is your home for badass rock and roll gear. Featuring 100% handmade leather bands, watches, cuffs, bracelets, and more, Rockstar Leatherworks has something for everybody. Whether you are going to the show or you are in it, you can find something to fit your needs. Choose from a variety of designs or create your own masterpiece. Their bands and watches are second to none. They also ship internationally. Who needs a stage to be a rock star? Check out RockstarLeatherworks.com.
If you need to promote your band or business, or just want to stylize, personalize, or customize your ride, check out vid-decals.com. Want to create and customize your own stickers representing your band, or make your own bumper sticker? Vid Decals can do it. All stickers are printed on quality vinyl and can be placed on any flat surface. Stickers are an affordable way to promote your band or business. Go to vid-decals.com to get started. That's vid-decals.com. vid-decals.com.
Rockwood Saloon Authentic Apparel takes rock and roll fashion to a new level with their tees and tanks for men and women. They also make custom shirts, jackets, vests, pants, hoodies, beanies, and more. The Rockwood Graphics Department can design anything from your logo, t-shirt design, promo posters, band swag, and printed at great prices. From tour shirts and custom stage gear to killer threads for the street to the stage, Rockwood Saloon has it all. Rockwood Saloon, authentic rock and roll apparel for stage and street. World Tour tested for quality, comfort, style, and durability. Check them out at www.rockwoodsaloon.com. That's rockwoodsaloon.com.
Hey, what's going on? This is Tom Arnold. I like fat women and cocaine. And you're listening to Izzy Presley here on another fucking podcast. And I know Izzy from Cocaine Anonymous meetings. I've actually seen him at the meetings with Ace Von Johnson from, I probably shouldn't say this out loud, but Ace has got a bad coke problem. And his sponsor is Josh Todd from, and again, I shouldn't say this out loud, but Josh is his sponsor for Buckcherry. He's addicted to upskirt porn. And they're both being sponsored by the Eagles. The whole band, the Eagles. Anyways, another fucking podcast right here with Izzy Presley, and call your sponsor. Fucking A.
Second half of the show brought to you by A&P Productions Laser Engraving. That's A&P Laser. Check them out. They are so damn good they can even laser engrave a hot dog bun. Mother's Day is coming up, so hit them up. Get something nice and special for your mommy, because we all love our mommies. aplaser.com. And, of course, John Palumbo Design. We love us some John Palumbo over here at Another Effing Podcast. You have a band, you have a business, you have a website, you need a logo done, hit up our good friends over at johnpalumbodesign.com. We love John Palumbo. So that was a taste of the brand new single called Take Me Back, which is, I'm assuming, coming off of an album that is soon to be out, or is this just a teaser?
I mean, I haven't made a record in a while, so it's just kind of, you can swear, right?
It is called Another Fucking Podcast.
Right, of course, duh. I've just been fucking around with like new sounds and a new style, of course, as you guys probably heard in that little snippet. But from Diamonds, it's a pretty big departure, I would say.
Right.
But so I have made some tracks. I don't know what I'm going to do with them at the moment, so that's what I got for you. I have a video made. Shot right here in Burbank, California.
I was not in the video. I'm rather disappointed about that.
No, we had to. No mankini.
It was sold. It was gone. The mankini was gone. So I would have been naked.
Oh, okay. Well, next time.
There we go.
There's a lot of they call it Tinseltown, so you never know. It could be your big break.
That's right. Speaking of big breaks, everybody tweet at that Kevin Smith and tell him to cast me in Mallrats 2 with the hashtag help me Obi Kev Kenobi. You're my only hope. Jeff Jacobus wants to know where he can buy it.
I think they still have iTunes.
It is on iTunes.
So yes, you can use iTunes to download it.
I did purchase it this afternoon, by the way.
Thank you, Izzy.
You're welcome.
You don't. I was unable. Just going to be honest. I'm like a complete Luddite, and I don't know anything about computers and streaming and downloads and even podcasts and all this stuff. So I'm like learning. I'll admit I didn't really get to grow up fully through the era where cassettes and vinyl were a big thing, but I really championed them for a long time, and now I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, I feel like
nobody does.
I know. I feel like what is it Encino Man when you wake up and the whole world's changed.
Right. Or that's Austin Powers.
Yes, Austin Powers too. Yeah, it's that when the world's.
I bet she shags like a minx.
Yeah, or maybe I was in jail for a long time.
Or that could be
came
too.
Out and now there's podcasts.
Right. Scotty, Dave Dillman checking in.
Hi, Dave.
Good to break out of your comfort zone sometimes.
It is. It's been difficult to do. That's why it took me as long as it did to be able to, talk about some of the things that I've been able to talk about with my new new songs. So I suppose, in what I was doing with Diamonds, I felt pretty limited in even talking about my personal life or about anything that was going on with me. It was always the band and the touring and the this and the that and the shows and the alcohol and from what I can remember, all of that. So you kind of, I don't know, you don't talk about, I never talked about, I don't know, my feelings. So
you never did a proper ballad.
Yeah, no, I never did a ballad. And honestly, like, feelings, scare me. So
no, I know her pretty well, and yes, they do.
I'm cold as shit. So yeah, so I was, when I was in Diamonds, I was in a relationship for a very long time that ended very, very poorly, and it was on its last legs. So I wasn't that, weirdly, I wasn't. I dealt with it. I wonder if I haven't dealt with it entirely, of course, because it was so harrowing and there was a lot of trust broken. But I think the relationship that I entered into, I guess, shortly thereafter is what most of my material is about, because the pain that I experienced was so immediate and on the surface. It was almost hard to function without making songs.
No, I get it.
So I think, me and you have discussed different things that we've been through with friendships and relationships and things, not on this podcast, but
right.
But so how much it can affect you and affect your ability to, like, I don't know, function, be normal, eat food, sleep.
Well, I found that the best diet I ever was on was depression, Jack Daniels, and 1 meal a day.
Yes, 1 meal a day. That's good. At least you were doing that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so it's, I feel even weird talking about this because I never have. So, I think that the type of music that I'm doing now has been really therapeutic for me. I don't even think so. Last week I played with Diamonds. We hadn't played in a year, and I don't even think I would have been able to do that show mentally, just because of a whole host of issues had I not already been making my own music.
Right. Well, but I guess as a musician, you always look at that show. That's your release. That's your escape.
I know, but I've done it my whole adult life, and even slightly before that. But when you step away, the anxiety and the nerves can become more. Right. It's like, oh, fuck it, I'd rather not do it. I'm so stressed. Like, what if it's not good? What if I'm not good? And it's
well, that happens to everybody.
Mm-hmm,
every show, no matter what.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course. But when we were touring, I was a lot more confident.
Right.
I probably shouldn't even be fucking talking about this, but like, we've broken that. So whatever. I'll just be emo now. That's me. That's the new me.
Well, you said when I was in Diamonds. Does that mean that Diamonds is done? You made it sound like a past tense.
No, we're definitely not active. We used to be extremely active. So losing that is like, losing a limb. Like Dave Dillman, whose message I can see from here that's popping up, has been with us since like 2011. Like, he's a fan, and we have so many people like that, and we're so lucky. A lot of them were on the cruise, so it was like a big, reunion and all that kind of stuff. I don't think if the right gig comes up, we're never gonna not do it, I think.
Okay.
But I don't know if we'll be getting in the van and doing those tours where we just like, I had my record 9 days of no showering, and like, I love those days. Yeah. I love those days. I miss those days, but I'm not sure that that's what we'll do as a project.
After being on the road that long, what did you learn?
Oh my gosh, that's like all I know about life. I think I learned on the road. Just how to meet people. I was the shyest person ever. Like, I can't imagine ever doing this podcast.
You still are. You're still very shy.
I'm very quiet.
Well, that's why we get along, because I'm the same way. It's like we just hang out and don't talk.
That's not true. I ask you a bunch of annoying questions.
No, they're not annoying.
But yeah, so that my interpersonal skills, just talking to people, public speaking, like my parents would probably think I was the last person in the entire planet who would ever go up on a stage, and make an ass of myself. And I did it for years and years and years. And I'm still, off stage, I'm still pretty quiet. But I think going on tour, I don't know, like I slept on so many floors. Mm-hmm. I learned how to drive because sadly we lost a lot of our band members over the course of Diamonds that, I had to learn how to drive, which a lot of people in Toronto never learn how to drive.
Right. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. You're a girl, so you still don't know how to drive. But hold on, wait for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kidding, of course.
Well, I have had to drive you around. It's okay. It does the trick as long as we.
Did you drive me once?
I did. Remember when your car had I don't know, something happened to your car.
Something happened to my car. I don't remember this.
Can't even remember where we went. It doesn't. It's.
I know, but hold on now.
I did drive you somewhere.
You drove me somewhere. Yes, you did. I do not remember what it was for, though. What do you know? Hey, look at me making this all about me. That's what us good narcissists do. Scotty says, thank you, Priya, for being as open as you have been with us on here. I know how all that can snowball. Glad to hear you have the music as your outlet. Can't wait to hear where the music takes you. He also said it is on iTunes in Canada as well.
Oh, great. I think it's on iTunes worldwide. And thank you, Scott. I mean, it's not, I almost feel like mildly uncomfortable at this very moment doing it, but now I also can't stop. So,
well, yeah, it's like as guys would say, the balls are already in the water.
I'm like, it's like we're in Izzy's car and he's driving me somewhere, and then we're maybe going to get a snack.
Yep.
But I'm forgetting that there's a whole bunch of other people listening.
Right.
So I guess he's doing a good job.
And I'm forcing you to listen to Flip and Richie Kotzen.
Yes, on Back and Forth and some fucking shit ass.
Goddamn love LSD. Did you see Kotzen on the boat? Did you watch that show?
I did last year.
You should have seen it this year. Oh, it was like going to church.
He's great. The band's insanely talented. I have nothing
phenomenal.
negative to say.
Well, we'll get back to
there's just a lot going on.
We'll get back to the cruise in a little. One thing I did notice, there was a kind of a 70s pop vibe going on in that song.
I mean, it's kind of like an 80s. It's definitely still 80s inspired. It's
right.
I'm stuck in, I like what I like.
Right.
I just wanted a little bit more room to explore melodies and different experiences that I've had. I think I love hair metal and I love hard rock and all that stuff. But I also like classic rock, of course, and 70s music. But in this particular case, like I see myself really inspired by like Vanity and Prince and Depeche Mode and other bands that incorporated synth and dance elements. And so I think a lot of my other songs even veer more into that direction.
Is it this was kind of down the middle, not really slow, not really fast? Is that kind of where the rest of the record goes, or is it
There's literally all kinds of songs because I don't feel limited to doing a certain style of
gotcha
within this anymore. Like I just feel like there's songs that are like I love underground, like pop stars from the 80s. They're have them pinned up all over my room, like Samantha Fox, and
I loved her.
Like I think she was a big inspiration, and she produced like songs with Full Force, who I think are like fucking awesome. And so like that kind of stuff inspired me on this. And I got to work with some really cool, interesting people while making these 9 tracks that I have going so far. Worked with 3 different producers. One of them's, super cool, and I can't even, I can't believe that, playing in Diamonds allowed me to cross paths with him and got to make tunes with him. And he is the Smiths. He's Johnny Marr's producer who did all of his solo albums and plays guitar in his band. So that to me is like, like the Smiths are like, speaking of emo, one of the be all and end all of that genre for me. So it's like so crazy to have even that small connection. And honestly, after my breakup, the Johnny Marr album that was out fresh at that time, Call the Comet was like probably my top spin. So it was like it all come full circle for me. It was very cool. And then I also worked with Ben Cook and Tony Price. They're originally from Toronto, but they live in New York now, and they're a production team called The Maximum Exposure. Ben Cook's like prolific in the underground. He is the singer of No Warning, which is like a legendary hardcore band from Toronto. And he also plays in Young Gov. He's like a god when it comes to power pop and super catchy melodies. And so that's probably going to be my second single. And then actually, you'd be surprised that...
Take off, you hoser!
Sorry.
You just had to get Canadian on me. I was talking too much.
No. So
the last producer, I want to give him a shout for sure because I did the bulk of my material with him, is Dejan Martineau. He's been with Diamond since the Bad Pack, but he's extremely versatile musically and production-wise. As you can see, he produced the last track, but he also did a lot of the demoing and songwriting alongside with us on the last 3 Diamonds records. So it's pretty crazy that we have also switched gears. I'm super comfortable working with him. So he was my natural first call.
And you said there's only one song with guitar on the record?
I mean, they all have, this song has guitar on it.
Oh.
Brent Woods played guitar on it, part of it. And then the guy played on the bulk of the record, Steve Costello, played guitar and bass. There's live drums as well.
Nice.
I mean, Depeche Mode's a band, it's not just all samples and stuff. And live, I would, if and when I come to the point of performing live, I would love to have, people.
Do you have a date in mind? Not this is the date we're going to play here. Do you have a goal date as to when you want to be ready to play this live?
That is a great question. It would be ideal if I could, get something under way in the next 6 months or something. That'd be cool.
Do you have an idea? Do you want an all-girl band? Does it matter to you?
I just want people that are, even more so than great players. And I know that's like obviously very important, but like people I get along with.
That helps.
Just to, I'm like super non-confrontational,
right.
I'm a bit of a hippie, and I'm really quiet. So it's hard for me, like, to be in a band with a lot of like aggressive personalities and stuff at this stage in my life. So that would probably be the most, that would be a priority for me. Just people that we all can hang with.
Phil, sorry, brother. I can't pronounce that because I'm sober. Loving the new tune. Don't stop the exploring. Someday I'll catch you live. Until then, we share the Dwarf Nation rocks.
It is true. We do share the Dwarf Nation. Yeah, the Dwarfs guys gave me like some really cool, things to bring back. When I left Toronto.
Yeah, you were just up there.
No,
I thought you were.
I was. I didn't see the Dwarfs guys though, unfortunately. Boo-hoo. But before I moved, I guess I could say.
Take off, you hoser!
Before you moved, sorry.
It's all good. Before I moved, they basically gave me a whole bunch of relics from their past. So,
wow.
Jerry gave me the Dirty Weapon shirt that the band gave him when he joined the band. As like, hey, like, here's your, like, introductory welcome to the band t-shirt.
Wow, that's fucking cool.
I know, it's crazy. And then Russ gave me an Iron Maiden shirt that was like completely untouched from when
Wow.
they toured with them. I know. Everyone knows I'm a huge vintage T-shirt person. I know. So I've been gifted the greatest T-shirts in the world, I swear to God. But I'm very, I treasure them. So.
That's why I love those guys. They're just so giving. They're just so, it's like family.
You know, it's like an unspoken. I don't know. It's how we are.
Yeah.
It's like it's just a different vibe.
Right. Well, I mean, I'm from Minnesota. It's kind of the same gimmick, you know.
Yeah.
It's that Minnesota nice. We're basically.
It's almost like I can't really explain it. It is the way that it is. It's not. We're just raised that way, or it's like unspoken. It's like intuitive. I don't know.
I saw somebody post the other day. I'm saying I'm sorry more than so much. I feel like I'm Canadian.
Yeah,
you know?
It's almost like a nervous tick for a lot of us, myself included.
So it's on iTunes and
it's on iTunes Spotify and Apple Music. I heard a thing called Deezer because I got a message that my music was on it. Google Play, Amazon. So my video comes out. I don't know. I think I should put it out next week. Like I don't have a label.
Good idea. Oh, okay, yeah, you're doing it all yourself.
I don't have a band. And you know, when I was doing the label and band thing, I found the whole thing quite frustrating because I was like, "Fuck!" I always have to like ask these people, all these manager, the emails, and now it's like, "Fuck, is this good? Should I do this?" Like you know, you don't really have any. Right. I don't have any guidance.
Well, and that's why you work with producers because they tell you what's good and what's not good. You know what I mean?
I mean, we can. The producer and you can get lost in your own world as well.
No,
like,
I get it. But
I've been there.
There's a lot of bands that refuse to work with the producer. We have to, produce it ourselves. But you got to have somebody. You got to have an extra ear saying, no, don't do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Some great bands are self-produced.
I'm not saying they're not, but yeah.
I know, and not that I'd like be able to self-produce a track, I think, but I just mean, some great people that I listen to all the time. You're like, wow, you guys recorded all your own music for the last 20 something years. That's insane, you know.
Well, I'm rather excited for the record to come out.
Thank you.
I do want to hear the whole thing. I do have to tell this story before we go, though, about the Cruiser Jam, which was outstanding.
It was outstanding. Everyone had a blast.
Ted Poley played, Brian Forsyth played, Jeremy Asbrock from the Ace Frehley Band played, Lorraine Lewis, Steve Brown, CJ
And then
Snare.
somehow in all of these names, Izzy let me play as well.
Oh, shoosh. I asked you to play. Shut it. You and DK came up and did I Stole Your Love. Patrick Young from Black and Blue. Brandon Cook from Black and Blue. I know I'm going to forget a couple here.
Hey,
but
there's definitely more.
There definitely is more. But of course, Mark Schenker from Kix also played. Blas Elias played drums on Cold Gin.
Ooh, I didn't even see that.
Yeah, I was rather excited about that.
On the cruise.
A super nice guy, and I snubbed Nuno Betancourt. Did I not tell you this story?
No.
So, part of the surprise for Love Gun was Nuno Betancourt was going to play on Love Gun.
Right, I recall.
But there was I did not have his information. Ran into him before they did their Q&A. I'm like, so we set for tonight or tomorrow night or whatever? He's like, you never talked to me. I'm like, you said yes. He's like, yeah, but there was you didn't get my number. You didn't get my info. You should ask for Lotso, yada, yada, yada.
Oh my gosh, Nuno Betancourt wants you to have his number.
And there's a story why I did not ask for Lotso, and I'm not going to get onto it here. And this is not a shot at Ferlazzo at all, because I love Mr. Steve Ferlazzo, who you can see next Wednesday night at Lucky Strike Live on the 26th for Soundcheck Live. And I will be hosting that again. I will give him shit then. But so apparently Nuno learned the song. And after Deuce, which was the first song, Love Gun was the second song, Todd Sharon, who was playing drums, says, Nuno and Richie were here and they left. So I'm like, oh, shit. Okay, he's not here. I'm not even going to bother trying to call him up. Apparently, Mr. Betancourt was trying to make his way to the stage. And we started the song without him, and he turned around.
Wow.
In my defense, and I have talked to Nuno since then. He's like, you're an asshole. I'm like, why? I won't get to talk to you. I talked to him. He was like, no, I'm busting your balls. It's all good. So it's all good. It was a misunderstanding. It was an absolute misunderstanding, but now I can go to the grave knowing that I snubbed Nuno Betancourt. And I love Nuno to death. I had a bro moment with Nuno. I'm like, yeah, busted. This is at the artist reception party, you know.
Yeah.
I went up. I'm like, Nuno, look, I know I bust your balls a little bit, but I just want to know that that I think you're a great guy, and thank you for always being cool with me and cool to me. And he's like, Izzy, shut the fuck up. You're a good dude.
Aww.
It's like, oh, and he gave me a hug. I'm like, oh my God, Nuno just hugged me. So there is that. Monsters of Rock Crew is an absolute fucking blast. Check out her brand new single. You heard a little bit of it. It is called Take Me Back. Bruce says, not like family is family.
Is family.
Is family.
True. That
is absolutely true. All right. Let us hit the outro music here. The Richie Kotzen episode, which I recorded on the boat, will be available soon. I am waiting for Mr. Brian Ott to send it to me. It will come. Do not worry. It will come. Do not worry. Hope maybe this week I'll get it up sometime. I thought it turned out pretty well. It's great. Richie Kotzen was on my show. I spent a lot of time with Richie on the boat too. I was like, oh my God. Kidding. I like Richie. He's a good dude. And I never go fanboy on him, believe it or not. I do not. Hi, Richard. I give him shit, but I do not go fanboy on him.
I'm here staring at the Richie Kotzen hair and teeth collection.
Next Thursday night, the 27th at the Grafton on Sunset, Punchlines and Backlines. Hal Sparks is our headlining comedian, and we'll be doing an acoustic set. Rest of the comics to be announced soon. What else do we got? Working on the show for next week. Maybe Mike Dawson from the Adam Carolla Show. Gonna get him on very, very soon. All right, with all that, don't forget what I lack in talent, I make up for in cock. My name is Izzy Presley, real Izzy Presley, all the way across the board. And in the words of my Canadian brethren,
take off, you hoser!